Dear students, we are learning complex numbers chapter. So in this video we are going to learn geometrical representation of a complex number and what is complex plane and what is mean by organ plane. Next, some difference and product quotient of two complex numbers geometrically. How we can express geometrically some difference we will learn in this video. Next, some important observations. Okay, so geometry, understanding the complex numbers by using geometry is very important. So listen and learn the concepts carefully. Okay, so first, geometrical representation of complex numbers in organ plane. Okay, so first, before going to represent complex number, first we will recall rectangular coordinate system. Okay, so in rectangular coordinate system already we have learned that it is known that corresponding to each ordered pair of real numbers x comma y belongs to R square, there is a unique point, only one point pxy in the xy plane and vice versa. That means in the there is a point pxy in the xy plane, so corresponding to that point there is a ordered pair xy in R square. Okay, so reverse statement. So R square is nothing but R cross R. It is a set of ordered pairs x comma y such that x comma y belongs to real numbers. Okay, so in this set we have if we take R is equal to 0 comma 1, if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, 0 comma 1, next minus 3 comma 4, root 2 comma 3, like that we have infinitely many points, right? So any ordered pairs. Now in xy plane is nothing but this is x-axis and this is y-axis. They are mutually perpendicular which intersect at origin, right? So 1 2 3, right? 1 2 3, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. So let us take, okay, here 0 comma 1. So I am taking point in ordered pair R square. 0 comma 1 is belongs to R square. So corresponding to that 0 comma 1 we have a point in xy plane. So the 0 comma 1, this is a point, unique point, uniquely we can represent uniquely. So this is the plane, right? So there is no another point at 0 comma 1 except here. So only 0 comma 1 exists here only. Okay, it will not exist in any another place. Okay, next minus 3 comma 4, that means this is minus 3 and here 4, this is minus 3 comma 4. Okay, we can represent uniquely, right? In reverse manner, this is the point minus 1 comma 2 in the plane and such that we have a corresponding point in this set, R square set. Okay, so this is 1-to-1 correspondence. 1-to-1 correspondence means, so here minus 1 comma 2 from R square set of ordered pairs is mapped with point in xy plane. Okay, this is called as 1-to-1 correspondence. So this we have observed in rectangular coordinate system. Next, in complex number system, each complex number x plus iy from complex x plus iy is a complex number, and corresponding to this complex number we have an ordered pair, that is this complex number can be represented as xy in from R square, by it is given by Hamilton. So and it can be represented geometrically as the unique point px comma y, as just now we have discussed in xy plane. So vice versa, reverse. So that means this symbolically we can write it as x plus iy is a complex number. It can be represented as an ordered pair xy belongs to R square, and this can be represented as a point in xy plane. Okay, so vice versa means every point in a xy plane px comma y can be represented an ordered pair in R square, and every ordered pair can be expressed as a complex number x plus I will from complex number set. Okay, so this is the representation. Okay, so every complex number can be represented as ordered pair uniquely, and every ordered pair can be expressed as a point in xy plane. So that now, so here now so just now we have discussed about xy plane in rectangular coordinate system. So now we are representing complex numbers in that plane. So that plane xy plane. So therefore here xy plane which are representing complex numbers is called as complex plane or argand plane. So this plane is called as argand plane or complex plane. So y means it is representing complex numbers. We are representing complex numbers in the plane. So that plane is called as complex plane or argand plane. Now how can we represent a complex number, and some discussions on complex plane. So here this is x-axis, right? This is y-axis. These two intersecting at origin, and this origin, and here the complex, here now we are representing the complex numbers in the plane. Therefore this plane is called as complex plane or argand plane, and this is xy plane, right? So here O is called as origin, and this origin can be represented as in the form of x plus iy, that is 0 plus 0 I. Okay, origin, we can represent origin as 0 plus 0 I, complex number. And here on the x-axis the points are of the form 1 comma 0, like that. In general they are of the form x comma 0. So on the x-axis the points are of the form x comma 0, that can be represented as x plus 0I, which is equal to x, which is purely real. That's why this x-axis is called as real axis. So x-axis is called as real axis, and the points on y-axis are in the form of 0 comma 1, that is 0 comma y. So points on y-axis are of the form 0 comma y, so that can be represented as 0 plus I into y, which is equal to iy. This is purely imaginary. Here this is purely real, it is purely imaginary. That's why this axis is called as imaginary axis. So in complex plane, so this axis, x-axis is called as an argand plane, x-axis is called as real axis, and y-axis is called as imaginary axis. And here this is 1, this is 2 I am taking. So this point is called as 2 comma 1, right? So 2 comma 1, and this is the point 2 comma 1. So what is it? This is 2 plus I in complex number form, that is a plus ib form, that is 2 plus I. So this is the complex number which represents 2 plus I. Okay, next this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, here minus 1, minus 2, and this point is minus 2 comma minus 3, as in complex form this is minus 2 minus 3i. Okay, so like this we can represent complex number in argand plane. Okay, once in intermediate public examination they have asked for 2 marks question. Just represent 2 plus 3, some complex number 2 minus 3i in complex plane. So you should have geometrical representation concept also, right? Therefore we can represent easily we will get 2 marks, but most of the students did not attempt that question. Okay, so like this we can represent geometrically. These are the points just now we have discussed. The xy plane in which a complex number x plus iy is assigned to each of its points is called the complex plane or organ plane. That is the definition. Now the origin 0 with coordinate 0, 0 represents the complex number 0, o is equal to 0 plus 0i. The origin o 0, 0 coordinates. All the points on the x-axis of the form x, 0 and their corresponding to the real numbers x plus 0i, which is equal to x. So for this reason the x-axis is called the real axis of the organ plane, so which we have discussed. Okay, I am giving the points. Next, all the points on the y-axis of the form 0, y and corresponding to the imaginary number 0 plus iy is equal to iy. So for this reason the y-axis is called the imaginary axis of the organ plane. Next, geometrical representation of modulus and argument of a complex number. So in the organ plane, this is organ plane, mod z is equal to under root of x square plus y square. That means this is the distance of the corresponding point p x, y of the complex number z is equal to x plus y iy from the origin. So this is the point p x, y, and in complex number form it is z is equal to x plus iy. So this is the distance between origin 0, 0 to the point. So this is the distance and this is denoted with the modulus of z. So distance between OP is under root of x square plus y square. So this distance is called as modulus of a complex number, and it also can be represented with r. Okay, in polar coordinate system this is represented as r. Okay, next argument z is denoted with arg z, is the angle that the line joining the origin to z is equal to x plus iy on the organ plane makes with the positive x-axis. So this is argument theta, denoted with theta. So this is argument z. So this is the line joining origin to the complex number. This is positive x-axis. This is the angle made by this complex number. So that is called as argument z, and also called as amplitude of a complex number, which is represented with theta, right? So in polar coordinate system this distance is called as r, and this point can be represented with r comma theta. So that r is called as distance and theta is called as argument. Okay, argument of z formula is tan inverse of y by x. Next, conjugate of a complex number's geometrical representation. The representation of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy and its conjugate z bar is equal to x minus iy in the organ plane with the coordinates px comma y is the complex number, then qx comma minus 1 is the point coordinate of the conjugate of the complex number. Okay, so geometrically we can represent as, so this is x and this is y point, this is minus y point. So then this point is x comma y, that means x plus iy complex numbers point, and this point is x comma minus y, that is x minus iy point. So origin to this conjugate and this is the point. Observe if this geometrically z bar is the mirror image of z in the real axis. So let us suppose that real axis is the mirror, then this is the image. If this is a complex number, then this is the image, conjugate is image of the complex number. If this is the complex number x minus iy, then its conjugate is x plus iy, so that is also image, if right. So like that, here real axis is the mirror and these are the images, corresponding images, okay, like that. So if this is the point, this is minus 1 and let us check this one, this is minus 2 and this is minus 1, then this point is this is plus 1, right. So minus 2 plus 1i and its image is minus 2 minus 1i, okay. So like that, this is the image with respect to real axis. So this is the beauty of the geometry. Now geometrical representation of some expressions. Here I am taking modulus of z1 minus z, what it represents geometrically, okay. So consider 2 points, one is A z1 and another one is B z2 in the organ plane. So z1 can be represented, here I am representing z1 as x1 plus iy1, that is A x1 y1, and z2 as x2 plus iy2, that is B x2 y2. Now what z1 minus z2 become? So do subtraction, you will get x1 minus x2 plus I is common here, that is y1 minus y2. So modulus of this complex number is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. What it represents? What it represents? So this, in coordinate geometry we have learned that this represents the distance between 2 points A and B. A, B distance is under root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Therefore, in complex number system, modulus of z1 minus z2 represents distance between 2 points. Next point is the perpendicular bisector of line joining two complex numbers. So let us take az1 is one complex number, bz2 is another complex number. So this is the line segment joining A and B, and this is the perpendicular bisector, right? So I am taking a P of Z is a point, P of Z is a point on perpendicular bisector, P of Z is any point on the perpendicular bisector of AB. So this is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So I am taking P of Z. So as it is perpendicular bisector, so the observation is that is distance PA is equal to PB. These two distances are equal, right? So PA is equal to PB. So just now we have derived the equation of 2 points, equation of a line joining 2 points, distance between 2 points, that is distance between 2 points. PA is the distance, right? So PA, distance between 2 points, formula is modulus of Z minus Z1. So distance between 2 points PB is modulus of Z minus Z2. So this is the equation, represents a perpendicular, this is the equation of the perpendicular bisector of line joining AZ1 and BZ2. Next, equation of the straight line joining 2 points AZ1 and BZ2. Equation of the line joining AZ1 and BZ2, okay, is argument of Z minus Z1 by Z minus Z2 is equals to 0 or pi. So argument means by solving this equation we will get equation of the straight line joining AZ1 and BZ2. Next, equation of circle. So actually in previous exercise 1C we have solved many problems on locus. So by using this type of relations we got equation of the circle, equation of the line, like that we got, right? So by observing those or by generalization we will write equations of the circle by using complex numbers, okay. So here the equation of the complex number is modulus of z minus z naught is equal to 0. Here see z naught is the center of the circle, it is the center, and p of z is a point on the circle, and r is the radius. So then what is the condition here? The distance between CP is equal to r, right? The distance between CP is equal to r. What is our distance between 2 points formula? Modulus of z minus z naught, which is equal to r. So this is the equation of the circle. So equation of the circle means it gives boundary only. Remember it. Now if z minus z naught less than r, what happens? So it is not boundary, it is not bound, wait, it is not boundary will not considered here. So we will get mod z minus z naught is equal to r means it is a circle. Mod z minus z naught less than r means we will get interior region. Okay, that means it is a disk without hole. Okay, so boundary will not considered here, only we will get interior points, total region. This is the area, right? Next, less than or equal to means we will get boundary also considered. Okay, so like that we can understand the equations by geometrically. Next, diameter form of a circle. So this is the semicircle. Okay, so with the circle with the diameter, end points are AZ1 and BZ2 are the end points of the diameter. So in semicircle, angle is at P of Z is a point on the circle, so it forms right angle, right? So argument of Z minus Z1 and Z minus Z2 between those angle is plus or minus pi by 2. So by using this one, solve this one, we will get a equation of the diameter form of a circle. Means if end points of diameter are given, then we can find the equation of the circle by using this one, or in another way we can find modulus of z minus z1 whole square plus modulus of z minus z2 whole square is equal to modulus of z1 minus z2 whole square. By using that relation also we can find the equation of the circle when diameter extremities of the diameter are given. Next, in the equation modulus of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to k. If I find the locus of the point z, it is a circle if k is not equal to 1. If k is not equal to 1, we will get the equation of the circle. If k is equal to 1, after solving we will get the equation of the straight line. Now equation of ellipse. S z1, s dash z2 are two fixed points and P is a point on the locus. So the sum of the distances from this point SP plus S dash P is always constant, that is 2a. So this is the definition of ellipse already. I have explained in ellipse chapter in my videos. So you can go through those videos about ellipse topic. Okay, so SP means distance between these 2 points, that is modulus of z minus z1 plus S dash P, distance between these 2 points, that is mod z minus z2 is equal to 2a, is a fixed distance. So here the condition is 2a must and should be greater than modulus of z1 minus z2. Here this 2a is called as length of the major axis. Next, coming to equation of the hyperbola. So this is the hyperbola and these are two fixed points called as foci. So this is S z1 and S dash z2. P is a point on hyperbola. Now the difference between these two distances is always constant, that is 2a. This SP minus S dash P is equal to a. SP is the distance between these two points, that is modulus of z minus z1 minus S dash P, distance between these 2 points, that is modulus of z minus z2 is equals to 2a. Here the condition is 0 less than 2a less than modulus of z1 minus z2. Next, how can we represent sum of two complex numbers in organ plane by using organ diagram? Okay, so here I am taking two complex numbers. One is z1, that is x1 plus I by 1. In point form it is px1 y1, and z2 x2 plus I by 2. I am considering this point as qx2 comma y2. So in organ plane I am representing this px1 y1 here and qx2 y2 here. So this is OP and this is OQ. So we can find the sum of two complex numbers by using the concept of parallelogram law, which we have learned in vectors chapter. So this is R. Here I am taking a point R such that here I am drawing a parallel line. Okay, and also here we are drawing parallel here. This is the point R which represents x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. So by parallelogram law, right, so these two are parallel and these two are parallel, right? So by using parallelogram law we can represent OR as OP plus PR in vectors, OP plus PR. So OP plus, here PR and OQ both are parallel, so we can write PR is equal to OQ. So OP plus OQ. What is OP? X1, this is OP, right? So that is x1 plus I by 1 plus what is OQ? This is a complex number, that is x2 plus I by 2, that is, then we will get x1 plus x2 plus I into y1 plus y2. So which represents here R is the coordinate which represents x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. So this is the sum of these two complex numbers z1 and z2. So here R is the coordinate which represents sum of the two complex numbers. Next, difference of two complex numbers in organ diagram through organ diagram. So z1 is equal to x1 plus I by 1, which is px1 y1. z2 is equal to x2 plus I by 2, which is qx2 y2 in organ diagram. Here by using parallelogram law, R is a point which represents x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. Here this is q, right? So back side I am taking same length, this is q dash. So as this is q x2 comma y2, this is minus x2 comma minus y2, and draw a parallel line to this one and add these two. So this coordinate, this is R dash, which represents x1 minus x2 comma y1 minus y2. So this we can perform by using parallelogram law. So here the concept is this is OQ and this is OQ dash. Okay, so by using this parallelogram we can find R dash coordinate as x1 minus x2 comma y1 minus y2 by using parallelogram law. So in this way we can find the difference of two complex numbers. So how can we represent product of two complex numbers? Through organ diagram. So here I am taking two complex numbers, z1 is equal to x1 plus I by 1, which is p1 x1 y1. Here I am using polar form or modulus amplitude form, that is r1 into cos theta plus I sin theta 1, which can be represented as a point p1 r1 comma theta 1. Similarly z2 x2 plus I by 2 and point is x2 comma y2, and r2 into x2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2, which is the modulus amplitude form, which is r2 comma theta 2. So in normal way the product of these two complex numbers is r1 r2 cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I sin of theta 1 plus theta 2. Already we have done in previous videos. Okay, so how can we perform? Okay, so z1 x1 plus y1 r1 comma theta 1 can be represented as, so as p1 r1 theta 1 means r1 is the distance from a point to origin and theta 1 which makes angle with positive x-axis. Okay, this is p1 r1 comma theta 1. Next p2 r2 comma theta 2, here I am taking p2 point r2 comma theta 2, the distance is r2 and this angle made with positive x-axis total is theta 2. Now here r is the point product which is r1 r2 comma theta 1 plus theta 2. This is r1 r2 comma theta 1 plus theta 2. How can we represent this? So here listen carefully, this is O, right? I am taking a 1 comma 0 on x-axis, therefore and I am constructing a triangle ORP2. Here I am taking a point R such that these two triangles are similar. Okay, so I am taking a point R in a way that these two triangles must and should be similar, like that I am constructing. So like that, which triangles are similar? Triangle OA P1 similar to triangle OP2R. OAP1 is equal to OP2R. They are similar. So like that I am constructing, I am taking that point R. Okay, so by using similarity concept, corresponding sides are in the same ratio, therefore OA by OP2 is equal to OP1 by OR. So do multiplication, cross multiplication, OA into OR is equal to OP1 into OP2. What is OA? Distance is 1. 1 into OR means OR is equal to OP1 is the distance R1 and OP2 is the distance R2. So therefore OR is equal to this distance is R1 R2. That is the first point. Next one is theta 1 plus theta 2 is represents angle. So which angle? This total angle, angle AOR. Angle AOR is equal to angle AOP2 plus angle P2OR, right? So this total angle is equal to AOP2, that angle is theta 2, and P2OR, as these two triangles are similar, these two angles are also similar, therefore this is theta 1, this is also theta 1. Why? Means these two are similar triangles, corresponding angles are equal, so that is theta 1. So therefore angle AOR is theta 1, this total angle is theta 1 plus theta 2, right? So therefore this is the angle. Okay, in polar coordinate system we can represent as r comma theta form. Okay, so that's why r1 r2 comma theta 1 plus theta 2. So as p1 is the point and p2 is another point, means these two are complex number, then their product is r, that is r1 r2 comma theta 1 plus theta 2. Next, quotient of two complex numbers through Argand diagram. So z1 is a complex number which can be represented in polar form, that is r1 comma theta 1, and z2 is another complex number in polar form, p2 comma r theta 2. Here I am taking p1, that is r1 comma theta 1, means this length is r1 and this total angle is theta 1. Next here p2 is r2 comma theta 2, this length is r2 and this angle is theta 2, right? Now I am taking a point a1 comma 0 on x-axis. I am constructing to, now I am finding r, which is quotient of two complex numbers. So here I am taking r in such a way that OAP2 triangle similar to ORP1 and OAP2 are similar, like that I am taking a point R. Okay, so by similarity condition, OA by OR, corresponding sides are in the same ratio, OP2 by OP1. So here OA value is 1, right? OA, this length is 1 unit, by OR we should find, which is equal to OP2. OP2 distance is R2 by OP1 distance is R1. So by reciprocate this one, we will get OR is equal to R1 by R2. So this distance OR is what? R1 by R2. So that's why first coordinate is modulus and second coordinate is argument. Now we should find the argument. Argument means this angle. This angle, that is angle AOR. So angle AOR can be written as angle AOP1. Angle AOP1. So this total angle minus this angle ROP1. ROP1. AOP1 minus ROP1. So what is this total angle? Theta 1. Okay, minus this angle ROP1. This angle means as these two triangles are similar, corresponding angles are same. So this angle is theta 2, then this angle also theta 2, right? So we should subtract that angle minus theta 2. Okay, that is ROP1. Therefore angle AOR, this angle is theta 1 minus theta 2. So that is theta 1 minus theta 2. So this is the representation of quotient of two complex numbers through Argand diagram. Already we have calculated the the quotient of two complex numbers in previous videos. Okay, so please go through those videos. At polar coordinate system, I think video number 6. In video number 6 I have explained about this quotient product of two complex numbers. Okay, 6 or 6 only. Before 1C exercise video. Okay, so I have explained the concept related to 1C exercise video, right? So in that video I have explained. Okay, maybe 6 or 7. Please go through that. So you will get this clarification, right? So like that we can represent geometrically, okay, one complex number, geometrical representation of complex number. What is complex plane, what is Argand plane, and geometrical representation of different geometrical figures, okay, and their equations, corresponding equations, and some difference product quotient of two complex numbers geometrically. So this we have discussed in this video. So students, please go through this video and learn the concepts carefully. These are useful in competitive examinations. Okay, so do practice and get clarity on these concepts. Okay, thank you.